Most people think retiring early takes a massive salary, a lucky stock pick, or some complicated financial trick. But the truth? Retirement speed is usually built in the small, boring money moves you repeat every single day. The kind of moves that don't look impressive on Instagram, but quietly shave years off the time you'll need to work. If you've ever wondered whether your daily habits are really pushing you closer to financial freedom, this video will show you the 7 daily money moves that do exactly that. Because early retirement doesn't happen in one big leap. It happens one small decision at a time. Let's get into it. Move 1. Automate savings first. Most people try to save with willpower. They wait until the end of the month and hope there's something left. But you know how that usually goes. Something always comes up. A dinner out, a small upgrade, a just this once splurge. That's why people who actually speed up retirement don't rely on discipline. They build a system that does the saving for them. Here's the move. The moment your paycheck hits, a percentage automatically flows into your savings or investments before you even see it in your main account. You don't decide. You don't debate. It just happens. Think about how powerful that is. Every single day that passes, your future is being funded in the background. No extra effort, no stress, no temptation to spend it away. It's like planting a tree that waters itself. You might not notice much change at first, but over years, that quiet system grows into shade, fruit, and protection you can actually live under. And the best part? Automation removes the hardest part of saving, the daily decision. You don't need motivation. You don't need to be good. The system is good for you. This one move alone can shave years off your retirement timeline. Because the sooner your money starts compounding, the less work your future self has to do. Move 2. Track spending without obsessing. When most people hear track your spending, they imagine spreadsheets, endless receipts, and stressing over every coffee. That's not what builds wealth. That's what burns people out. The real move is much simpler. Daily awareness without obsession. It could be a quick scan of your banking app in the morning. It could be a daily alert that pings you when money leaves your account. It could even be a simple note on your phone where you jot down the day's spending. Why does this work? Because the human brain doesn't need perfect data. It just needs feedback. If you see where your money is going in real time, your habits shift naturally. Here's the kicker. Tiny leaks destroy retirement timelines. That $7 daily I deserve it expense doesn't feel like much. But over a year, that's $2,500. Invested over a decade, that small leak could delay your retirement by years. Daily awareness stops that from happening. You don't have to cancel every coffee. You don't have to feel guilty. But you do have to see it, own it, and decide if it's worth trading for freedom later. This isn't about punishment. It's about clarity. Because the moment you know exactly where your money is going, you gain control. And people who retire early, they don't let money slip through the cracks. They catch it daily, calmly, and redirect it to the future that matters more. Move 3. Make one conscious trade-off daily. If you think about it, retirement isn't built in giant leaps. It's built in the dozens of small decisions you make every single day. And here's the truth most people miss. You don't need to make perfect decisions all the time. You just need to make one conscious trade-off every day in favor of your future. That might look like cooking at home instead of ordering out. It could be walking or taking public transit instead of grabbing a rideshare. Maybe it's borrowing a book from the library instead of buying it new. These choices seem small, almost invisible. But that's exactly why they're so powerful. Because when you repeat them day after day, the compounding effect is massive. Think of it like this. If you save just $10 a day through small trade-offs, that's $300 a month. Invested consistently, that's thousands of dollars a year quietly growing for your retirement. Not through sacrifice, but through intentional choice. And here's the deeper effect. Every time you make a conscious trade-off, you reinforce your identity as someone who values freedom over impulse. You're not depriving yourself. You're practicing alignment, choosing long-term independence over short-term comfort. Over time, this shift becomes second nature. You don't feel like you're missing out. You feel like you're buying something better. The ability to walk away from work years earlier than most people ever can. That's the real power of a conscious daily trade-off. Not the dollars themselves, but the freedom they quietly purchase for your future. Move 4. Invest daily. Most people think investing has to be big and dramatic, waiting until they have thousands of dollars before they start. But the people who actually retire early know a secret. Small, automatic investing done daily beats the occasional big splash every time. Here's the move. Set up micro-investing or auto DCA, dollar cost averaging. Even if it's $5, $10, or $20 a day quietly flowing into an index fund, the magic isn't in the amount. It's in the rhythm. Because when you invest daily, two things happen. 1. The math compounds. Those tiny contributions stack faster than you realize, and market growth accelerates it. 2. The mindset shifts. You stop seeing investing as a once-in-a-while event and start seeing it as part of your daily life, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Think of it like planting seeds. One seed doesn't look like much, but plant one every day, and suddenly you're walking in a forest you built yourself. And here's the kicker. When you automate these daily buys, you don't worry about timing the market. Some days you buy high, some days you buy low. But over months and years, you capture the average, and that average is what builds real wealth. You don't need to obsess over charts, headlines, or hot stock tips. Your system quietly works while you live your life. Daily investing might not feel exciting in the moment, but fast forward 10 or 20 years, that boring consistency is the very thing that lets you step away from work while everyone else is still grinding. It's not about being lucky. It's about being consistent. And consistency is what buys you freedom. Move 5. Buy back 30 minutes of time. Most people think saving for retirement means cutting back everywhere. But the wealthy, especially those who retire early, know that money isn't just for things. It's for time. And here's the daily move. Spend a little money each day to buy back at least 30 minutes of your time, and then use that time wisely. That could mean getting your groceries delivered when the fee is cheaper than the value of the hour you'd spend wandering aisles. It might be paying for laundry pickup so you reclaim 3 evenings a month, or hiring a cleaner once a month so weekends belong to you and your family, not to chores. From the outside, these don't look like retirement strategies. But here's the secret. Every 30 minutes you buy back is 30 minutes you can reinvest in what actually accelerates freedom. Your health, your skills, your relationships, or even a side project that builds income. Think about it this way. The earlier you start protecting your time, the earlier you practice living like someone who doesn't have to trade hours for money. And that mindset shift is just as important as the dollars in your account. Because retirement isn't only about reaching a number, it's about reaching a point where you control your day. And if you can carve out even half an hour of freedom every day right now, you're rehearsing for the life you want later. So yes, it might cost a little more today, but the return on that investment, clarity, energy, focus, can easily move you toward retirement years sooner. Move 6. Review one future expense. Here's a quiet truth. Most people don't retire late because of one big mistake. They retire late because of hundreds of small leaks that drain their money year after year. The daily move to prevent that? Review just one future expense every day. It could be as simple as looking at a subscription you forgot you had, asking yourself if you still use that gym membership, or checking if refinancing a loan could save you interest. You don't need to overhaul your finances in one sitting. You just need to plug one leak at a time. Here's why this works. Small recurring costs don't just take dollars. They steal years. That $20 subscription you never use? Left unchecked, that's $240 a year. Over a decade invested instead, that could mean tens of thousands of dollars. Enough to shave months, even years, off your retirement timeline. And here's the kicker. You don't notice the difference in your lifestyle when you cut dead weight, but your future self notices the difference in freedom. This move isn't about being cheap. It's about protecting your runway. When you redirect money away from leaks and into assets, you're literally buying back your retirement date. Think of it like trimming a sail. One small adjustment each day keeps the wind in your favor, and over time, you reach the destination faster than you thought possible. So don't underestimate this habit. One review a day might feel tiny, but it's how you quietly remove the anchors, slowing down your financial freedom. Move 7. Practice a retirement mindset shift. This last daily move isn't about numbers at all. It's about perspective. Every single day, ask yourself one simple question. What would my retired self thank me for today? It might be saying no to an overtime shift that drains your energy. It might be saying yes to a workout that protects your health. It could be investing instead of spending, or carving out an hour with your kids instead of scrolling. The point isn't perfection. It's practicing the mindset of someone who already lives with freedom. See, most people wait until they hit a magic number in their bank account before they allow themselves to live like they're free. But the truth? Retirement isn't just an end goal. It's a way of thinking that you can build into your days right now. When you start making decisions through the lens of your future self, something shifts. Money stops being about stuff. It becomes about alignment with your values, your time, and the life you want to wake up to. And here's the powerful part. This daily mindset practice makes the other 6 moves easier. Saving feels natural. Spending becomes intentional. Investing becomes exciting instead of boring. Because every choice, big or small, is no longer about sacrifice. It's about honoring the life you're building toward, a life where you don't have to trade your time for money anymore. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but practice it daily. And before you know it, you won't just be preparing for retirement, you'll already be living pieces of it. Retirement isn't accelerated by one big decision. It's built in the quiet, daily moves that most people overlook. On their own, these moves might feel small, but stacked together, day after day, they create momentum that compounds into something powerful. A retirement that arrives sooner. A life with more freedom, more control, and more peace of mind. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait years to feel the impact. Even after a week of practicing these moves, you'll notice more clarity, less stress, and a sense of progress that keeps building. So if this helped you see retirement differently, give this video a like so it reaches someone else who needs it. And if you want to go deeper, watch my video on 7 signs you'll retire earlier than you expect. It shows how these daily moves add up faster than you realize, and how close you might already be to freedom.